Show me around your fruit cake, and I will be your honey bee. Open up your fruit cake, where the fruit is sweet as can be. I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? Oh, you better call the sledgehammer, and there will be no doubt about it. I've kicked a habit, shed my skin. You know this is the new stuff. I go dancing in. Won't you show for me? And I will show for you. Please show for me. And I will show for you. Yeah, 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 I do mean you. Oh, only you. You've been coming through. We're gonna build that power. Build up that power. Oh, feeding the rhythm. I've been feeding the rhythm. Gonna feel that power. Yeah, building you. Oh, come on, help me through. Come on, help me through. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've been feeding the rhythm. I've been feeding the rhythm. This can be my testimony.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud and women walk. Been kicked around since I was born, and nothing's gonna change the way we live. 'Cause we can always take but never give, and now that things are changing for the worse. See, oh, life's going nowhere. Somebody help me. Somebody help me, yeah. Futures made of virtual insanity now, always.
Well, it's 7 o'clock, top of the hour. Thank you all that are already here for being prompt and on time. That's what prompt means. We're going to be getting started in just a couple minutes. Take this time to share out the link with your friends. Get a snack. Get something to drink. Get comfortable. Whip those pants across the room. Whatever you need. Virtual insults from the Verbal Insults gang. We'll be getting started in just a couple minutes.
And now that things are changing for the worse. See, oh, life's going nowhere. Somebody help me. Somebody help me, yeah. Futures made of virtual insanity now always seem to be governed by this love we have for useless twisting of a new technology. Oh, now there is no sound, for we all live underground.
My name is Blurry Face, and I care what you think.
Welcome to the Virtual Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for the Verbal Insults Anniversary Spectacular. Please welcome to your screen the Verbal Insults crew, Josh and Al.
When I started doing stand-up, I tweeted like 800 times a day. None of it was funny. Like I don't even know. I'm like certain.
You're doing a great job of selling yourself as a guest to kick off. Yeah, the first thing that people hear is like, yeah, my jokes are so fucking shitty. But yeah, speaking of clearing your browser history, Jesse Jones. Welcome.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Message that thing. Yeah.
We got we're gonna put him in spotlight, okay?
Oh, that's not necessary. I guess you had me muted, so you didn't hear me introduce you 2 minutes ago.
My bad.
Of course.
Hold on. Let's do this again.
That was actually a good intro. I like shitting on Anthony.
All right. Ahem. Welcome to the Virtual Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for the Verbal Insults Anniversary Spectacular. Please welcome to your screen, Verbal Insults guys, Josh and Al.
Yeah,
What's up,
Josh and
guys?
Al, that's us. This is I'm Al Schumann, and this is Ghost of Roast Past. Josh Means. Yeah, he keeps fading.
It keeps
in and out.
fading out. We're working with it. Whatever. I'm excited to be here. This is the 1 year anniversary of Verbal Insults. We're doing it a little different today. We're just going to do a podcast style. We're going to talk some shit, talk about our favorite moments over the past year, and answer some fan questions.
Mhm.
Believe it or not, we've got fan questions.
Oh shit. Yeah, so there's gonna be no live roast battles today. We're gonna play a couple clips of us on the news. That's right, we're fucking famous. 3 people in a retirement home saw us. Some of our favorite battles, favorite moments, and we also have 2 of our favorite roaster homies on this show. First, we got the one and only. He likes to do rap battles. He has a 3-0 record, allegedly. Very funny guy, one of our favorites. Anthony Zuccaro, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Yeah. Yeah, it's great to be here. I really appreciate you guys starting this a year ago, because about a year ago I wanted to do more roast battles, and you guys set that up, and that was great. Also, you two play off each other so well. You're both equally unfunny, and it just works. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's you guys have a great thing you're doing over there. Also, I like the format. It's great back and forth. Also, you guys have created a great culture of roast battles over there. The audiences expect it every time. You know, usually at the beginning of a roast battle, there's kind of tension, but at the more recent ones, they already are ready for a roast battle, which is hella cool.
Yeah, they know what's Larry. All right, thank you. What a good fucking intro.
Yeah.
All right, Drew.
Follow it up.
Yeah,
Drew.
you ready to butter us up, baby? Let's go.
Yeah.
Baste us like a fucking
He's
turkey.
already got.
Let's go.
Shit, he's got our logo in the back.
Yeah. See?
Ooh, he's got the aesthetic. Let's
Yeah, I'm
go.
trying. Yeah. I realize though your guys' has the black background and mine is as white as I am. So
Of course.
Yeah, ours is also fucking
We could
reversed.
tell by your shirt you're all lives matter.
no. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. My half black wife made us a very lovely dinner. I'm
Thank you
excited
for
to be here.
clarifying.
Now I know
Yeah,
where the basketball side comes from.
exactly. Yeah, no athletic genes here whatsoever. No, I'm just excited to be here. A year ago was right as I started actually really doing roast battles. So it's been a lot of fun seeing it grow. Like the first few, it was people didn't really know what it was, but then we hit that stride and everybody was like, oh, this is what I'm doing every month. So I'm excited to see what you guys pulled for tonight, to see some of the highlights, see what we have, and I'm excited.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
thank
we are
you, thank
too.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Drew had one of the longest running winning streaks in Verbal Insults history. One of the funniest people that we've had And yeah,
Always consistent jokes.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna show some of your highlights at some point. Do you want to start with theirs?
yeah. Should we start with their clips,
Uh,
or let's start with the?
Let's start with ours.
Yeah, we'll start with
We'll start with the heavy hitters.
Yeah, so we'll go back in time a little bit. Josh had been doing roast battles, putting on roast battles that were pretty shitty. No, I'm just
They
kidding.
were okay.
They were okay. Yeah, they were okay. So I actually did one of them with my friend Yassine Mazen. I don't know if you guys have heard of him.
Probably haven't.
Yeah, probably haven't.
Even if you've been to our shows where he's battled, you probably haven't heard of him.
He's a nice guy, though. Oh, we're stuck on Drew.
Oh, gross.
Okay.
Even worse.
Jesse messaged us. He's like, "Oh, you're stuck on Drew. My bad." All right. So, I'd done a couple roast battles like casually, but then I'm like, "All right, fuck it, let's go in." This dude, he posts on Sacked. He's like, "We got Benton or Parker Newman and Drew Absher, the fucking Fill My Heart Boys, Sacramento's pride and joy, the Fill My Heart Boys." He's like, "I have the Fill My Heart Boys. They're hot. They're ready. They're waiting. Like, someone take them on."
Little Caesar's Pizza.
Yeah, Little Caesars, these $5 bitches. So he's like, "All right, who wants to take them on?" And then I'm like, "All right, fuck it." I hit up Yassine. I'm like, "You want to take these guys on?" So they scheduled the main event. It's international terrorism, me in the Iraqi Yassine Mazen against domestic terrorists, the two whiteys, Drew Absher and Parker Newman. And then in Drew Absher fashion, he drops out of the battle in a shocking twist of events.
And surprisingly, Parker Newman doesn't drop out for once. He actually powered through, found a partner.
Well, I don't know if he found a part. We convinced Benton to do it. We're like, "Don't worry, Benton. It'll be fun. You'll have a good time. It'll be just us guys joshing around.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it." Little did he know. No. And so we had a roast battle. It was probably the most fun experience, but it was just we're gonna play a clip from it because it really I think it inspired a lot of stuff happening.
Going forward.
Yeah, going forward, because Josh was like, "Oh, okay, that guy that talks a lot of shit is actually good at roasting."
Yeah, this was when I found out he was actually kind of funny and worked hard, and I needed somebody to do that for me.
Yes, because there's one thing that Josh does not know how to do, and that is work hard. He knows how to work good. He took off his fucking job
don't.
uniform, right? He's on the clock at his
Supposed to
other
be
job right
working
now.
right now.
Yeah, fucking, yeah.
The only reason I'm not wearing it is because the green screen kept fucking me
Yeah,
up.
this
Look
is
at
his
that.
fucking work uniform right here.
So if anybody wants to go steal a car from the Ford, never mind, I'm not going to say where.
Yeah.
I should be doing security.
But yeah, point being, Josh can roast. He's really good at roasting. I noticed that he always has something to say, no matter how fucked up it is. And I noticed that, he could take the show to the next level. Verbal
But first,
Insults was born.
Before
So
we
we're
talk
gonna-
about that, let's
Yeah,
get back
let's
to
play-
what
all right,
led
so
up to
this-
that.
So actually, Josh is going to introduce the clip in the clip. So let's play it.
Round two, they're gonna go 60 seconds, and then the other team's gonna go 60 seconds. Since you guys went second last time, you're gonna go first this time.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. Can I start, Parker?
Yeah, go.
All right. If you guys are enjoying seeing Al and Yassine right now, you can find them after the show fighting at a hookah bar.
Al Schumann looks like he put spinning rims on a camel.
Al actually told me that he wanted to go to college for journalism, but he changed his mind because he didn't want to cut his own head off.
like if a white BMW were a person.
Love that one. Honestly, it's really great that Parker and I get to feel like what SEAL Team 6 felt like.
You see, looks like his dad pays for all his fake passports.
All right, now it's Al and Yassine's turn.
All right. When does the timer start?
Right now. 9/11.
I think it's amazing that Parker overcame his bigotry to partner up with this nice transgendered fella.
It looks like Parker's puberty scared the shit out of Benton's. Parker said because he didn't meet the "you must be this attractive to have white privilege."
It's amazing how insecure. Does that count towards our time? It's amazing how insecure Parker is despite all the social security that he gets.
Benton looks like one of those molestation demonstration dolls.
Parker, show us on Benton where you touched Benton.
All right. So, what did you guys think of that?
Is that the one where it went into overtime? And then I remember it went into overtime, and then Benton told a joke that just died, went nowhere. And then Parker was like, "That one?"
Yeah, we didn't want to play it just because it was embarrassing. But yeah,
those were the gold moments in the early days.
All right, we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it.
Okay.
All right.
We didn't plan to, but it was specifically requested.
Yeah, we
or mentioned, and then
I love
requested it, but who cares? It was great.
Okay.
That almost worked better than the original joke.
After this show was when I started talking to Al, and I said that I wanted to make, a roast battle league, basically, was how I worded it. And then we just started brainstorming, put together some plans for our shows, came up with different things. And Jesus Christ, how long do I have to stall here?
Keep stalling just a little bit longer. I cannot remember where this.
I'm just trying to look through his folders to see if I can catch anything.
Don't worry, it's I don't leave evidence out in the open. I am not an amateur.
I like that Al's just like so focused, like he's trying to find the G spot. He's like, I don't remember where it is.
Which new folder with items is the dangerous one?
Yeah. Wait. Oh, you know what? I think I know where it is. Okay. Yep.
Got it.
Okay. All right. Since Anthony requested it, all right. So this went into fucking overtime, where it was like the best joke went. I mean,
The
you guys
judges
know what.
sent it to overtime. I said each team could do one more joke. This was after like a 3-round battle, so this is like the very last of their jokes. I would hope.
Yeah. Okay.
And just, I want everybody to just focus on Parker's face.
Yeah, and just watch his body language.
Benton and Parker going first for the final joke. All right.
So, little fun fact, Al actually runs the open mic here at Blacktop, and he decides who had the best set of the night at the open mic night, which is really smart because the people giving the award shouldn't be the one to win it because he can't. It's kind of like how nobody on the Academy should win an Oscar.
God damn it, Benjamin, why'd you do that one? Can we go again? I know that
I felt bad about the Islamophobia.
You guys want to see a suicide bombing? Just watch them do comedy.
You can see his face midway through, too.
He's like, don't, not this one. Yeah, he got so mad that he actually like drove away from the comedy club and fucking left Benton there. And then like 5 minutes later, he's like, all right, this is fucked up. I should go back. I'm sorry.
He just had the face of someone who's been like working on a chick at a bar all night and then sees her in a car with somebody else leaving. Like, come on.
That was 120 in drinks. What the fuck?
I just like that halfway through you could see Parker just like, oh, you've gone over your word limit. Stop talking. Stop talking.
He literally right away was like, please not this one. What are you doing? Yeah. No, come on. You still have time. Change.
Yeah.
Whenever you say, you know how?
Oh my God.
Like, I feel like that joke could have been better if he had just been like, Al picks the set of the night, which is also how he picks which woman he's going to roofie.
All right.
That's the best set.
How Drew would have done in the roast battle too.
I would have lost too. I would have. I would have.
I don't know
away
what
mad.
would come of his sacrifice, though. I don't know if verbal insults would be what it is today. I don't know.
I don't know if it's fair to judge him off this Zoom. So why don't we show one of his live battles? The one against Jay Grizzly.
Okay.
Yeah, my transitions here are a little bit better than my intros right here.
All right, we got this was actually the first ever verbal insult show. This is a battle directly from our first ever live show together, and this was one of our favorite battles.
All right, these next guys, two of my favorite battles, two of my favorite battlers. You caught it. I saw you look at me weird. Coming up first, he's super funny. He looks happy, but he's really depressed on the inside. You know who I'm talking about. Make some noise for Drew Schaefer! He won the tournament last month. Drew Schaefer!
Smile until it doesn't hurt anymore.
Can you guys see the video?
No.
So you guys,
So the appearance jokes are gonna hit hella hard.
I really like how you guys were just waiting.
I don't know if you could hear me.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah, now we can.
And his opponent, also 0-0. He looks happy right now, but he's about to probably get fucked up. Make some noise for Jay Grizzly!
I love head.
That's it is. You want to go first or defer?
You go first. All right.
That's probably what you said to your girlfriend when she wants that. Hey!
He doesn't have a girlfriend, so. All right, Jake here. You look like you tie your hair up before you call the cops on black people.
I just called my daddy. I didn't realize that Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen had a test tube baby.
You look like when you come, you have to scream, "All lives matter!" All lives matter! All lives matter!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Your fiance loves it.
She didn't wave back like every other girl you've ever waved to in your life. It's a roast battle!
I thought it was verbal insults.
That's what it is.
Jesus. You look like Lyles from One Direction, but 10 years later on Celebrity Rehab. Lyles was the extra gay looking blonde one, if you can't remember.
Yeah, he knows. He knows. I don't even know what band that is. Jake, you look like the Illuminati tried to clone Josh from Drake and Josh, but they forgot to give you any fucking talent.
So just like the regular Josh Peck?
Right, the regular, yeah.
Right. Yeah, you look like Josh Peck in The Sound of Music, because you look like a Nazi? No?
No.
All right. I like that one.
Jake's dad is a cop, but
for some reason Jake ate all the donuts. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, you're so doughy, I'm not sure if you're a fat human or if your parents just pushed too hard on a crescent roll container with a heroin spoon.
Oh my god.
Damn. Well, Drew, you look like you have the body of a bear, the personality of a twink, and the teeth of a fucked up gerbil.
All right, I want you guys to look at Jake's shirt, and I want you guys to know that Drew beat him so bad that he took his shirt and is now wearing it.
I claimed it as a trophy.
No, that was a great battle, Drew.
That was fun.
You definitely won that one. Started it out with a bang, 1-0, going forward in verbal insults. I think that was actually the start of your long winning streak.
Yeah. There was the Rockland Rumble before that, which was like before we came up with the brand for verbal insults. There was there was a tournament. Yeah, you won a tournament. Oh wait, you beat Saul, who actually beat Josh in the Comedy Store, and then
I beat Saul at the New York Comedy Fight Club, which should be dropping in like 2 days on.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got some round robin shit. I think you two need to duke it out. Huh?
I think so. I think we're next.
When the Comedy Store opens back up, we should go there.
Yeah, totally. I'm down for it. I mean, we have good battles every time that we do anything, so I think that's a good matchup.
Me and Drew actually had a rap battle. That was the whitest battle of all time.
I'm so white that, remember, I got a bloody nose after I beat the first guy?
He got a bloody nose from rapping too hard, and then came up with like what looked like a tampon up his nose.
If you two were in a rap battle, I thought it'd be like you two rapping Presents, because you look like fucked up Keebler elves, bro. It's fucking Santa's coming!
That's funny. Yeah, me and Anthony actually have to do a rap battle. We're the only two people to have won a rap battle tournament at Sacramento Punchline that I know of. So I think we need to have
I didn't
one.
know that.
I've been trying to tell
Josh's...
Chelsea Bierce to throw a third one, but she dodged me for a while.
Just so happens the guests are Josh's two biggest rivals in the roast and rap battle roast industry. Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck! I didn't know that this was gonna happen.
Okay. I wasn't planning on calling anybody out.
All right. Jake Risley, Drew Schaefer. Drew Schaefer, you fucking butchered him. That was the fucking your rebuttals, dude. In that battle where you're like, he knows, like that was you didn't even like have to say a joke, you just like pointed out what he was doing in like such a funny way, and it just fucking, dude, it was hilarious.
I mean, it was just like a fun battle because Jake and I are like actually friends, so it was like, hey, we're just gonna joke around for a little bit, have some fun with it. So it was like everything he said, I was like either shitting on it because we're friends, or if it was really good, it's like, okay, well, good for him. I just got to bring my A game. So I think you saw a lot of good back and forth where we'd laugh at each other's jokes and just sort of like play off of each other. And that was just like, that was incredible. That was still to this day the most fun, even if, I mean, the jokes on both ends weren't our best that we've ever done, but it was just the most fun.
Might have been the best that Jake ever did. Yeah, he makes a really good punching bag, though. I'll say, like, the back and forthness, that definitely makes battles, because when you have a battle where it's just someone getting fucked up and the other person has their feelings hurt, we all know. You know, it makes it a little awkward. So, like, with Jake Risley, he's great because no matter how hard he's getting fucked up, he has a smile on his face, he's laughing, and, like, that's like what verbal insults is about.
Yeah, exactly.
Is like it doesn't just have fun.
I mean, to be fair, like his dad is a cop. He's probably used to getting abused at home. So,
yes.
So he makes a good punching bag on the stage as well. He's one of my favorite people I've ever battled. Also because it just helps pad the record. But
yeah, and like he knows, like I was in a roast battle with him, and like his jokes weren't bad, but like he kept trying to riff and like say shit, and he was just getting like fucking like clobbered. I think like that's the right word. It's like, bro, just shut the fuck up, stick to the script. But like that's like what made it more fun. But it was like I almost felt bad doing it because it was just like I was just shitting on him, but he was just like having so much fun doing it to where it was like he is like one of our best roasters because like no matter what, even if he like doesn't win, it's usually
gonna be a fun battle.
Yeah,
it's gonna
exactly.
be fun to watch, entertaining.
Yeah, so the award for most underrated roaster of the year. Underrated. He's still not that good. Let's just make that clear. Jake Rizzo.
I'm gonna veto that. I think he's properly rated. I think
exactly what he deserves.
Fine where he is.
7th place.
I think one of the most underrated.
He's top 10. Top 10 out of 9.
My good transitions. One of the most underrated. Anthony Zuccaro.
Ooh.
Let's play one of his live battles.
Yeah.
This is from
his Instagram at Anthony Zuccaro. This was before Verbal Insults. This is some underground shit.
This was the show where whoever won got to do a crowd work show afterwards. So that was awful.
This was like B Rabbit at the shelter. This was same exact thing in Detroit. All right. Here we go.
You guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. I think one out one. Holy shit. Maybe we'll get a really good battle tonight. Moving up your next battle. One of these guys won the first rap battle tournament.
Yeah!
The other guy's a decent comic. Make it loud for Anthony Zuccaro and Teddy Yang. Which one do you guys think is Teddy?
Teddy looks like instead of a bat, he ate a vampire.
He didn't get COVID, but he got Slovid.
We'll go with heads.
Tails it is. Cool. First. All right, Anthony's going first. Make some noise,
First, I just have to say, your waistband is longer than how that last battle felt. But I'm just so relieved he made.
Okay, so the battle before this was Joe Lopez.
Oh God.
Versus Joey Paul, I think. Classic battle, one of my favorites.
That was the
turned into a domestic a little bit.
Yes, one of the comedians had a joke about how the other one hits his like fiance or something.
Yeah,
and then he's like, alleged, and then just started like freaking out.
Because if there's anything that makes you look innocent, it's saying alleged over and over while you're on stage.
So that happened, and then which was the most fucking awkward thing, where I think the battle didn't even finish. He just walked off the stage.
Yeah, that was terrible. That was the first ever meltdown on Verbal Insults.
Yeah, who would have thought there was such a thing as being unprofessional at a roast battle?
Yeah, he said something like 22 veterans a year kill themselves, and you're the reason why. That's not a joke at all. But yeah, I can play it. Yeah. So that happened before this. Yeah.
I mean, the last time I saw something this big and Malaysian, it went missing. Even though he's here looking like if the kid from Up ate the dog.
Doesn't like the kid from Up.
That dog was tasty. Anthony.
Anthony, you look like you were the type of guy that gets along with somebody's wife's kids, as opposed to the actual wife of the person. Oh, fuck that one. All right.
It looks like a babysitter. I get it. All right. Seriously though, I loved you in Tiananmen Square as the tank. He's big. This is my fat joke translator to my right. Or in Indiana Jones as a combination of Short Round and the Boulder.
I can't wait till you're Paul Giamatti in 20 years.
I don't know how it's possible, but your face has love handles. You look like you play a lot of Fortnite, which is how long it takes you to run a mile.
Anthony looks like a brown Q-tip. He also looks like when you use a Q-tip, it comes out brown.
His name on Facebook is Theodore Arthur William Yang. Jesus Christ, you're so fat, even your name is a mouthful. I bet Godzilla screams when he sees you. Go ahead.
Anthony is such a forgettable person, guys. I've been waiting to roast him for weeks, and I did not know who the fuck I was roasting, right? Turns out, in his 2011 yearbook, they also forgot who he was, so he had to write his own name in his own yearbook.
That's true. I posted that on Facebook, which he only has 5 profile pictures, and they're all, he looks exactly like this, so that's why my jokes are how they are. All right, listen, Margaret Chode. When you went missing as a kid, they had to put your picture on a gallon jug. Up here looking like if the Kool-Aid Man was filled with boba.
I just want to say thank you. I'm so glad that I get to roast Screech.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Teddy Yang was a great sport. You saw him laughing like at all of those, which like I think really added to it. Everyone always says the same like 7 things to me, like Paul Giamatti, anybody with my hair. You know, it's always the same thing. But he did a good job. But yeah, that one was like the first one where I felt like, oh, I'm good enough at this that I can come back and like and do well here. And if I would have lost that one, I would have been done. There's no like, oh, you should have won after that. It would have been that better. But yeah, that was a lot of fun because like I learned the writing process with that one, like taking a joke, like taking like you look like you play Fortnite and then connecting it back with like him being fat and like Kool-Aid Man is fat, he's Asian boba. Like I learned like you have to like connecting 2 concepts together and then yeah, and it's a true story. They did forget me in the yearbook. It was my twin brother, and then not me, and so he did see that. But yeah, I felt like that just took too long to set up, which is kind of like if you're too personal and you're too like direct, I feel like the audience kind of pulls back a little bit because none of us are famous, so we gotta go on appearance.
Yeah, like he said he didn't know who the fuck you were, but like you didn't know who the fuck he was either, and you came with some fucking fire. And that's what I like about you. And you mentioned your writing process is you fucking cheat at this. You like write so much and then everybody gets one joke off their round, and then you get like 3 jokes.
They bring a fucking
every time.
revolver, and you bring a fucking Uzi, bro. And no, you bring a fucking shotgun. That's your fucking.
Yeah, you hit
it's
them
a
with 5 at
shotgun,
once.
bro. Yeah,
Well, I learned that from rappers. Because if you're a rapper or a music artist and you're doing a show and they say you have 45 minutes, you don't show up with 45 minutes of songs. You show up with an hour or an hour and a half of songs because you might get more time. You know, you gotta bring a full clip, and also you can sneak in a little like Margaret Chode, I think most people would have stopped at "You look like Margaret Chode," and then that's the joke over. But that's like half of a one-liner to me. I don't know. Is that cheating? I've wanted to talk to you guys about that.
Yeah, I don't think so. So I'm more focused on like the rules are the rules, like whatever, but like using each time you're like talking as like an opportunity for like a punchline, and like you capitalize on like every single opportunity. And that's why like we want you on every show. You know, it's like you write and you come prepared, and like it's always solid.
I'm joking when I say you're cheating. Like I think you're
doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you're using each round to its fullest potential, and I think that's
because Zach D'Amico, the last time, he was like, "You write so much, like write less. Like your writing is really good, just like write less."
And I understand what he was saying, how like some jokes can water down the other ones, but at the same time, like you're still getting drunk off watered down drinks if you give them enough drinks.
Yes, yeah. It's just roasting is so much fun because it's like you get to just like hate someone and it's perfectly fine for like a week, and someone's just like
for a week and
in
then
the back of your head
afterwards.
And Teddy's a good friend now, and I think we got closer because I had never met him before that, but he's hilarious. He's a really nice guy, and that actually sucked with meeting him before that. He was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Please."
You want to know a funny story about Ted Yang? Funny story, quick note about Ted Yang. He is probably the nicest, like most polite dude that I've ever met. I first met him at open mics, and when he first started coming to open mics, he was so polite that like before he would go on stage, he'd actually take his shoes off.
Oh, sweet. That's so nice.
I like that there was an open mic. He just like walked over. He's like, "You just seem down. Are you doing okay?" I was like, whoa. We're talking about feelings at an open mic? You're too nice, dude.
Like, it's an open mic. We're all down.
Yeah.
There's no one's happy. Yeah.
Good point. All right, so we saw 2 fucking stellar examples of what roasts are from Drew Schaefer, Anthony Zuccaro. Now we're gonna see what roasts look like when they're fucking garbage and when they're steaks. We did a hardcore match.
Yeah, I talked to a couple because I always hear how comedy and wrestling are kind of similar. I know there's a lot of comedy fans and comedians who like wrestling, and wrestling would always come up either before or after these roast battles. And I kind of wanted to make this like a wrestling event, the roast battles. I wanted people to come to them and enjoy them the way they enjoy wrestling. I wanted to call Verbal Insults word wrestling entertainment, but Al wouldn't let me.
I'm like, no, because if it gets big and then we fucking try to monetize it, they're gonna fucking sue us because it's too similar. So pick something else. And that's how that shook out.
So I was trying to figure out how can we make something like make it more relatable to wrestling, and I thought of a hardcore match, and I had 2 idiots who normally bring average to below average jokes, and
they have below average IQs.
The deal is it's 5 jokes each. If a joke bombs, you get hit in the head with a cookie sheet. That's the whole deal. That's it. Nothing worse than that. But we had 2 comics agree to do it. David Thorne, Matt Medina. They're both actually really funny, really nice guys, as Al would always say.
He's a nice guy.
But
a lot of energy. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite moments.
Got good energy. Yeah.
Good vibes.
Yeah, they both have great personalities.
Bubbly, yeah.
Probably not,
Yeah.
actually.
Fucking ugly as shit, though. No.
All right. This is one of my favorite moments and mentioned on Facebook as well as some other people's favorite moments.
This next battle is probably the battle I've been most anticipating since we've been putting this together, because it's gonna get real right now.
Hardcore, baby.
It's the first ever.
Wait, can you guys see the video?
No.
What the fuck?
Next time, just speak up.
Yeah, no, that's why I was waving. Oh,
okay.
There it is now.
There it is.
Hardcore roast battle match where the joke bombs, they get hit in the head with a cookie shake.
Hey, they signed waivers, so it's good.
They actually haven't signed the waiver. It's right here. I have a pen. They will sign it when they come up.
You don't need to sign this. Nothing's bad. Bad's gonna happen. It's not like I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
I hope they both bleed. All right, first coming to the
Incriminating us.
stage, he is 1-1 in the VIL. Make some noise
What was that?
Alleged.
Yeah, alleged.
for David
Waiver.
and his opponent coming to the stage. He is 0-0.
Also, for reference, the waiver that they're signing is like a piece of notebook paper, and I was just like, "You promised not to sue the fuck out of us," and yeah.
But he is 3-0 in promos leading into this. Make some noise for the very funny Matt Medina!
What are you looking at?
I don't know.
And that's how this roast is gonna go, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Great start.
Yeah, that's literally how it goes.
David looks
Wait,
like
this is
all
good.
water.
Work. We can't have them hitting each other because then we'll get really real. All right. So if David bombs, I'm gonna hit him in the head. And if Matt bombs, Al is gonna hit him in the head. I need you guys to like have some fun though. Don't just be quiet so you can see these people get hit in the head. Don't be assholes. Laugh at their jokes. All right.
Yeah, this was their idea. This was their idea.
They wanted to have fun
Only
for
way to
you
get on the
guys.
show.
First ever hardcore match. All right. David Thorne, you've done this before. Do you want to go first or defer?
Ladies first.
All right, Matt Medina's going first. David Thorne's going.
David Thorne with one of his best roasts. Ladies first.
Already.
Because he has a dick. And,
Second, everybody make some noise!
David Thorne is the visual representation of heartburn.
What the fuck? I don't even know how to respond to that. I know Matt, he's really into wrestling. I feel like if he was a professional wrestler, his name would be Gay Mysterio Jr., and his finisher would be the Corkscrew Plancha.
That's good. David Thorne comes from a small town in Tennessee that's 98.7% white people. This is what you get when you're raised in a Golden Corral.
At least I'm funnier than Jeff Foxworthy.
Okay.
I like the pain.
hey, this was our first time doing it, so we were a little dainty with the hits. We didn't want to hit him too bad.
I didn't want to get sued. I didn't think that paper would hold up. I was hesitant.
Yeah, this was our second show. We were just getting started.
You gotta hit me harder than that, man.
Take the glasses off.
Oh.
It's in the shoulders.
Wait, put him back on.
All right. Take her off.
Yeah.
He's gonna bomb again.
Matt, I really like Matt. He reminds me of one of my friends that died. I wish he was really, really more like him.
I'm red on the inside. Relax. You're fine.
I think I took that groan for a laugh because I didn't hit him here, and I took
David Thorne looks like he was molested by a 60-year-old man when he was 12, and 38 years later is still being molested by the same man, and they're very happy together.
How did you know, man?
Dude, I would fucking hate when he would do that shit where he's like, how did you know? Where it's like, the intent is good, where he's like, he wants to like show that he's having a good time, that it's fun, but it's just like,
yeah, it has.
did he know?
It has the same energy as like, I don't go to your work. I don't go to where you work and start flipping burgers.
Yeah, or what pisses me off even more than that is when someone is like, oh, that's not true. That's not true. Where it's like, dude,
no.
Fuck.
Oh, you mean the thing I made up and wrote down isn't true? No shit.
So fucking happy. Matt, you make me feel like Home Depot because you're Mexican standing in front of me and I got more hose than you.
David Thorne was married. I invited his ex-wife out here tonight, but she's too busy with the new baby. So I just, not
fucking kill him!
That's so hardcore!
Last one.
Yeah. I mean, we should have, like, in retrospect, we're seeing all of the times that we should have hit them. I feel like we owe them. They're due.
We needed to have another hardcore match is what we're saying.
But this next time we'll use a bike lock.
I feel really bad about telling that last joke about Matt being Mexican because people at the border got it really bad without being affiliated with Matt Medina.
Fucking smash that. At the end of all this, we want to think that David's mom's looking down from him from heaven and smiling. But in reality, she's looking up, shaking her head while Satan's butt fucking her in hell.
That was terrible. All right.
Next time we're using it back.
David should have been hit like 10 more times. We clearly know where all the cookies have gone. Yeah, I gotta give it up to Matt on that one.
No, you go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I've been taking the ball the past two.
This was an interesting battle. I think we can agree, only because of the cookie sheets. That was the only thing that made it interesting. It's pretty crazy that either of you had the confidence to look at your jokes and go, "I want to get hit in the cookie sheet if these don't work." I don't know. It's tough to judge because, like, technically they bombed the same amount as far as the cookie sheet's concerned. So I'd say it's a tie just based on that, but that's just me.
One more joke. One more joke. One.
Same amount as far as the cookie sheet's concerned. So I'd say it's a tie just based on that, but that's just me.
One more joke. One more joke. One more joke. And that's pretty much how Trump got elected. Someone just started chanting, and then a bunch of people just started doing it.
One more joke. We want to see one more.
Yeah, we got the cookie sheet. They got no jokes. Let's do it.
I need some practice. You guys should have heated the cookie sheet up first.
We're gonna do one more joke. Everybody. Matt Medina went first. David Thorne's gonna go first this time. Everybody make some noise!
Matt Medina looks like somebody put a Raz from Monsters Inc. mask on a 300-pound Taco Bell bag full of shit.
Forehead. Look at his fucking forehead.
Alright, enough about David Thorne, a little bit about me. I used to pick up bodies for the county coroner from rivers and lakes, and they all looked like David Thorne currently looks.
All right, now.
All right.
All right, we don't.
And who won? It doesn't matter.
Me and Al,
feel like-
we convinced them to let us hit them with a cookie sheet.
If you hit David as much as you should have hit David, he would have had more frontal lobe damage than usual.
If we hit Matt as many times as we should have, he would have been David's height.
But yeah, there should be guys should brainstorm some other ideas of what to do to people for hardcore mode, like throwing eggs, water balloons, just diverse mouse traps across the stage, something like that.
Show your browser history.
Just I'll have a hardcore wheel, like you spin the wheel, and whatever it lands.
Oh yeah, that was the show. Me and Yassine tried to do a show called Comedy with Consequences,
The consequences weren't that bad.
Yeah, I let him pick the consequences, and the show was shit.
Hey,
no offense. No, Yassine, the show was good. You're a nice guy.
Yeah.
we're living Comedy with Consequences right now.
Oh God. All right. We got some Wheel of Misfortune clips. We're gonna play that. Drew, you got any shit to talk? You actually took on Matt Medina. You were the one who killed his streak. We were actually, me and Josh before this were watching the video of the judges talking about it when after your battle, when Kyrie was just shitting on Matt Medina for like 2 minutes, dude.
It was bad. That was rough. I feel like I had one joke that was funny and the rest were like not that good. Like I guess I was lazy or I didn't know what to say about him, but just had one, and that's all that worked the entire roast.
You were on a winning streak for a while. Then I think you hit a little snag, and then I think Matt Medina he was the scraps that we threw you. You know, the easy fight to get back into the major leagues. You know?
Yeah, it's almost like the two separate. There's like the headliners.
No offense, Matt. You did great work.
And he was like the top of the lower guys. Like he was beating everybody below him, and then he hit one of the heavyweights, and it was like
he was like 6-0. He was on a fucking streak.
Yeah.
Which you fucking snapped. Like it was a fucking Slim Jim, bro. You just hit him in half.
And then Kyrie. Oh my God. Yeah, that was brutal to stand up there.
What Kyrie did to him. That was.
Do you remember the one good joke?
I said that I wasn't sure if he was. I asked why he.
Wait!
You have it?
I'll show it. I can.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Good. All right. Yeah, and then Kyrie, that was just awkward standing up there, and like when judges are shitting on somebody, you're just like, do I smile and agree, or do I like?
Do I look like I'm
apologize?
Yeah.
Like whatever it takes to win. I agree. Okay. All right, Drew Schaefer. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, I found it.
All right, he's sharing the screen. We're working.
Okay, can you guys see the video?
Yes. Yeah.
The audience, I guess.
Yeah. Why are you always yelling at people? Like, I don't know if you're a human or if your mom just fucked a caps lock button on a keyboard. You're like the TJ Khaled of terrible jokes. That's why you move on.
That's tremendous.
All right.
I like it.
I would have loved it after that joke that Matt's about to tell. You said another one.
Another one.
Next time.
All right. Let's show one of the Wheel of Misfortune. One of the things we thought of when we started this show was figuring out a way to bring the audience into it, roast the audience. Luckily, we had a wheel at our disposal. We were able to get some audience members to sign up throughout the months. And here's one of our favorite moments.
Should we do both?
Let's just do this one.
This one? Okay, can you guys see the screen?
No, try again.
I wonder why it does that. What about now?
Nope.
All right, well, what?
It said you started screen sharing. And Yeah.
And now it's time for the end of the show. The way we do this is, I can hear you guys talking, it's really fucking with me. I'll put it closer in a second. It's time for the Wheel of Misfortune. Feel free to come in if you have a roast joke that you want to say. Are you guys ready for this?
Wait, try to walk a straight line first.
Yeah, I learned.
Yeah, right away I noticed, I'm like, all right, this girl's fucking drunk. Let's see what, and we also don't want people to feel bad for a random audience member getting roasted, but she's about to walk like a fucking Nazi, so don't worry, everything's chill. Don't be affected.
I'm actually good at that.
It doesn't look like it.
I can start this already. You guys should see. I feel like she can only suck black dicks because her nose would get in the way. She got dick suck lips, but cock block the nose.
She looks like she's very excited for Logos coming back.
I'm Italian.
Just being near you makes me
Oh, we can tell.
We're all starting to break out.
It's so cool to have Bad Baby here. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Right?
you look like you.
Sideways?
You look like, many people don't know this, but sailors actually refer to her vagina as Davy Jones's meat locker.
I want to swing you like an axe and kind of treat out with your face.
You look like something that people hang on their door on October 31st.
What do you do for work since you can't get a sugar daddy?
Not much.
You look like all the girls that ignore me at the Mac counter.
Nice.
I had a feeling, yeah, I know. That's
You're
why.
not wrong about that. I used to work there.
When does your boyfriend get out of jail?
You look like you work at a strip club, but you make your money because people throw dollar bills at you to put your clothes back on.
You look so goddamn intimidating. It's like you, when you suck a dude's dick, you make him swallow.
You look like someone put a regular-sized hot chick in a trash compactor.
You're like the parts they threw out when they made Snooki.
Alright, make it really loud for
And now,
All right, Tim. A little foreshadowing with the boyfriend in prison thing. But she was a good sport. It's weird that she had David's exact defense, which is like, I know it's true. Like, I did work there. Yeah.
My boyfriend is in jail.
That says something about David Thorne, that he had the exact same response as a drunk.
But Drew, I loved you standing in the background of that clip. That was great. Yeah.
I needed to have a video of me with a girl like that just to feel like a porn star.
Oh my God. All right, guys. So we're up on an hour right now. So appreciate you guys being here. What's next for you guys? Like, what are you thinking about comedically? Are you guys working on any projects? And where can people find you? Let's start with you, Anthony.
Instagram, Anthony Zaccaro. I'm so close to 1,000, it's upsetting, and it's been like that for years.
So everybody unfollow his ass.
Yeah. External Jew on Twitter, because obviously, I might be doing a rap battle on July 11th against a guy that's going to lose. I might be going up against this this invisibility cloak of a human being on July 3rd if we're doing that. But I want to thank you guys.
What's good? My boys want to take you out.
Oh yeah, I don't want to do that on July 3rd.
I want to thank you guys because you guys have always booked me and given me a good reason to drive all the way to Sacramento and always made it worth it. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys asking me out on this, and I can't wait for stand up to get back, everything to get back to the way it was. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. Donate if you can. And speaking of Black Lives Matter, Drew, everybody.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter for sure. No, you can see a lot of stuff. Me and my wife now, stuff we're doing. We have a lot of cool sketches, fun videos. Drew Schaefer Comedy on Instagram is where I post most of those. TikTok, we did some of those. Verbal Insults did it. So a lot of fun there, but no shows. If you want to book me, I don't like these online ones, but once people are out and about, book me. I'm ready to do some crowd work. I think that's going to be a lot of fun when people get back to comedy.
Definitely. Yeah, thank you, Drew. Thank you, Anthony. You guys have been fucking great. You guys have been a part of it since the beginning, and we appreciate you guys. And especially with everything going on, we just wanted to take one of the episodes to just talk about verbal insults. Give you guys a chance to hang out with us a little bit, get to know you guys a little bit more. I'm glad we took this opportunity, and then we could meet up and say some funny shit when shit's pretty fucking crazy right now. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, and make sure you follow our Instagram at Verbal Insults. I'm at Jay Means.
I'm at Al Fraud. Follow Verbal Insults, and we're on TikTok at Doing Comedy, going viral. We're not at Verbal Insults on TikTok because they fucking shadow banned it, but we're doing comedy. Verbalinsults.com, soon to be doingcomedy.com. Thank you, Drew Schaefer. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Stab Comedy. Jesse Jones, we're going to bring it back to you. Maybe I should have let Jesse know beforehand.
Hey, we didn't hear the intro. But yeah.
That's all right.
All right.
Allegedly, we're done. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Verbal Insults crew. Thanks to the guests. You don't have to show me. I'm on a green screen. It's not a good look.
No, you look good.
So we've got
9 out of 10. Wood bang.
We've got an improv show coming up at 9. So you guys go have a break. Have a 45-minute break. We'll start the pre-show in about 45 minutes. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks, Verbal Insults, guys. We'll see them again in a couple weeks. Yes.
All right, we'll be in touch, Jesse.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, guys. And we'll see you in a couple minutes.
Coming from, I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, I'd probably only sell one to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, stone's throw from where we used to roam. It would remind us when nothing really mattered, of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when our mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when our mama sang